guys, today I'm going to show you how to make this really cool cherry coffee table. Check it out. And here you can really start to see the difference between the planed edge on the left and the unplaned edge on the right. And I start by beveling my blade to 12.5 degrees. And so here's a rough idea of what the leg assemblies are going to look like. And now it's time to drill pocket holes. So I'm going to be drilling 2 pocket holes coming in from here, going into my side pieces on each side. And then after that, like I said, I'm going to cut my bottom piece to fit and then also pocket screw that in. And to do that, I have clamped down both my pieces. I've also clamped them together to make sure that I get a really nice joint. Alright, both sides are now attached. Now I can measure this inside bottom piece and cut that. So bottom piece is cut, and like I said, I'll leave a cut list in the description if you want to build this table for yourself. So now I can sand all these down, get them nice and smooth, and then chamfer all the edges, and then I'll be ready to put my first coat of black spray paint on. Alright, now my 2 panels are completely ready for paint, and I have sanded down the wood filler on the pocket screws so that way you'll never even know. So for the first coat, we're just going to do a very light coat. I'm going to let those fully dry, and then we'll sand it down and put the second coat on. So just had to put my third coat of paint on the legs. I'm going to let this dry for 24 full hours, and we're going to clear coat this. So in total, I put 3 coats of paint, and I also put 3 coats of the water-based poly on. And I'm really happy with the finish that it's giving me. So now we can start working on the top. So I just purchased a 12-foot board of 6/4 cherry that is 12 inches wide. Now, at first I was trying to run that entire thing through my planer, and I quickly realized I could just cut my boards to length and then run them all through the planer. So if you're going to build something like this, definitely cut your pieces to length before you try to run a very big, very heavy board through your planer. So I have all my pieces planed down, and I kind of skipped that part, didn't record, to save you the boring part. But I have them all laid out, and I'm kind of seeing if I'm able to clamp these together. My table saw is not nearly perfect, so in some areas there's a little bit of a gap, but I think that's going to be fine. I'm debating whether I should stick some pocket screws underneath. I probably will put some pocket screws where the legs are going to go so you won't see them. But other than that, this is looking really nice. There's tons of cool grain in this cherry. So I did decide to drill pocket holes, and I have 2 right here, and I put them right in the position to where my leg will go right over it. After a ton of work, I have my panel glued up, and I've got a nice bead of glue along each joint. I also put the pocket screws in the back to act as clamps. Looking at it from this end, it is very, very level since I used the clamps and I kind of clamped the wood onto my aluminum bar clamps. So now I'm just going to paint a piece of 2x4 to use as a bottom stretcher between the legs. So now I'm going to begin the grueling process of sanding all of this flush. I've got some 30 grit paper in my random orbit sander, and I'm going to go across the wood, making sure to keep it very level. So what I've done is evenly spaced out my leg on my top from the underneath side, and I'm going to alternate driving in screws. I know this is not the right thing to use. I'm using 2-inch exterior deck screws. I'm going to replace them soon though. I just don't have anything else on hand, and I need to get this video done. And now I'll just do that on the other side. So guys, with that, the build is complete. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Also be sure to hit that little bell icon next to the subscribe button to be notified every time I post a video. Also be sure to follow me on Instagram, Seth Custom Creations. The name will be on the screen. And like I said at the beginning of the video, a full cut list of everything I did will be in the description box down below in case you want to build a coffee table like mine. And also, guys, one last thing. One of my videos just hit 15,000 views, and I would just like to say thank you to you guys. I really, really appreciate it. Without you guys, this channel would not exist. I'm going to continue to make videos and try to get better and better quality. Thanks, guys. See you guys next week.